Robyn's is on, I think, 3. So they own the monopoly. And I hope that they will be fair, and I hope that they will be honest, and I hope that it doesn't get ugly.
Okay, so I'm being honest, but I won't. My wife with a conscience won't let me.
Meri Brown from Sister Wives has revealed some major news regarding her bed and breakfast business following an unexpected relocation last month. She ended her marriage to Kody Brown in early 2023, and then in early 2024, she started her new business, Worthy Up. Over the years that followed, Meri traveled around the United States in search of new adventures. She also began dating again and had a relationship with a man named Amos Andrews. In February 2025, Meri surprised her fans by posting a photo of herself with a U-Haul truck in the background, announcing that she was moving. Recently, Meri announced a major life update by sharing an Instagram story about her bed and breakfast business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Meri has decided to resume renovations and posted a picture of the interior of her business, which featured a painted wall and wooden drawer cabinet. She mentioned, "Things are finally happening around here," indicating that the renovations have started, and she is prepared to revamp her business. Although Meri didn't disclose details about her plans for Lizzie's Heritage Inn, she hinted she would be reopening it soon after temporarily shutting it down in August 2024. What Meri's renovation of her B&B means for her future. Meri will be spending a significant amount of time in Utah. Meri has a long history with Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She acquired the business in 2017 and was thankful to her mother, Bonnie Ahlstrom, who helped her with managing it until her passing in 2021. Throughout the past few years, Meri made efforts to maintain the well-known inn. However, she had to temporarily close it in August 2024 to complete some renovations. Unfortunately, it took Meri a while to start working on her plans. However, her recent update indicates that she is finally prepared to carry out the renovations and reopen her business. Meri's recent update also indicates that she is considering expanding her business to the next level. She is working on renovating her bed and breakfast to create an improved experience for her guests. It will be fascinating to see how Meri will enhance her long-standing business in the future. For now, it appears that she will be spending a significant amount of time in Utah and may have relocated closer to her Lizzie's Heritage Inn in Parowan, Utah. It is uncertain whether Meri will choose to live in her bed and breakfast business or find a separate residence. Our take on Meri returning to her B&B business. Meri's business creativity is in full force. It's heartwarming to see Meri return to the renovation work on Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She was sad and aimless when she left Kody in 2023, feeling alone and unsure of her next steps. Over the months, Meri regained the courage to try new things and find a new purpose. She launched several successful new ideas, making more money for herself. Meri's business renovation is a significant update that will sustain her business for a while. It'll be interesting to see if the Sister Wives star resumes her romantic journey after reopening her bed and breakfast. Signs Meri and Janelle don't think that's fair. Will there be a court battle? Kody Brown from Sister Wives owns the majority of Coyote Pass property, but his former wives, Janelle and Meri Brown, likely felt it unfair. The Brown family's reality TV journey began in 2010 when the network offered Kody and his 4 wives the opportunity to showcase their polygamous relationship to the world. The network aired the first season of Sister Wives, which focused on Kody's new relationship with Robyn Brown and the lives of his other 3 wives, Janelle Neri and Christine Brown. The season ended on a positive note, suggesting the Browns were on a promising path. Unfortunately, the flaws of Kody's polygamous relationships became more apparent over time. He grew closer to his 4th wife, Robyn, and stopped visiting his other wives, causing a great deal of family drama. Christine, Meri, and Janelle also grew tired of Kody's constant disrespect and began to question the practice of polygamy. The COVID-19 pandemic was a particularly challenging time for the Browns, leading to further strain within the family. Christine took a bold step by ending her relationship with Kody and moving on. Her decision inspired Meri and Janelle to leave Kody in the following years. How did Kody end up owning so much of Coyote Pass? Kody owns a share of Coyote Pass land with each of his wives. Kody, Robyn, Meri, Janelle, and Christine invested in various ventures during the 10 years when they were all part of the same family. The polygamous family invested in businesses like My Sister Wife's Closet, but this endeavor was short-lived. The TLC star and his 4 wives also purchased a large 14-acre property, Coyote Pass, in 2018. They put $820,000 into the land through a mix of loans and upfront payments, with the hope of expanding their family all in one area, constructing homes, and living close together. Each parent in the family contributed to the purchase of the property. During the pandemic, the Brown family faced challenges that brought Coyote Pass into discussion. Janelle and Meri requested a fair evaluation of the property and their ownership rights. However, Kody argued he owned the majority of the land because he had paid for a significant portion by himself. Details revealed that Kody shared the lot with each wife, and Christine relinquished her share when she left the family, leaving Kody with the largest portion of the property. Additionally, Janelle has claimed that Kody managed the family's finances, leading her to believe he used family funds to acquire the land. Meri doesn't think it's fair. Kody is allocating the tiniest portion of the land to Meri. Kody initially divided the Coyote Pass property, agreeing that each of the wives would receive 1 plot of land and the 5th one would be used for gatherings. However, things changed when the family split up, causing Kody to act selfishly and keep most of the land for himself. According to legal documents reported by In Touch, Kody is the common owner of all 5 parcels of the land. He and Robyn own the first 3 plots, while the 4th plot is owned by Meri, Janelle, and Kody, with the latter 2 owning the 5th plot. When Kody reallocated the property among his remaining wives, he gave Meri the smallest share. He kept 8 acres for himself and Robyn, gave 4 acres to Janelle, and gave 2 acres to Meri. As expected, Meri wasn't pleased with receiving such a small share, especially since she was supposed to have a whole plot. She expressed her frustrations to the cameras, stating, "I'm still part of the family and I still financially put into it," adding that she deserves more in the property and not just what Kody has decided she's worthy of. Meri and Janelle want to lawyer up. Meri and Janelle demand transparency in the land division process. Kody, Janelle, and Meri are on the brink of a significant legal dispute over the Coyote Pass property. Kody's former wives want to hire lawyers for varying reasons but with the same objective in mind. They want Kody to be fair and hope that legal help can compel him to do so. Meri feels that her share is insufficient. She believes that Kody is allocating the smallest portion of the family property because of their strained relationship and the fact that she only has 1 child with him. Janelle is considering seeking legal assistance to protect her share of the property. She believes that her ex-husband isn't taking the potential sale of Coyote Pass seriously and wants to urge him to expedite the process. Janelle also wants to ensure transparency in the proceedings, as she doesn't want to be at a disadvantage and feels it would be wise to seek legal representation. Surprisingly, Meri and Janelle have joined forces to take legal action against Kody. It'll be interesting to see if they can maximize their benefits from the Coyote Pass with the assistance of lawyers. Who is likely to win the legal battle? Odds are in favor of Kody. All the available information suggests Meri and Janelle will try to convince Kody to be fair when dividing the Coyote Pass property. However, there is a possibility he will still retain the majority of the property and come out as an overall winner. Despite Janelle and Meri desiring a better outcome, they don't seem to have concrete evidence to support their claims of contribution towards purchasing the Coyote Pass property. Meanwhile, Kody has made sure his name is on all documentation and that he has receipts as proof of ownership. While Janelle may still be able to have her wish granted, Meri will struggle to prove that she deserves a bigger portion of the property. It appears Meri has always contributed the least and owned the least of Coyote Pass property. Therefore, it isn't surprising that Kody has decided to give her only 2 acres. While Meri may believe that she deserves more, engaging in a legal battle could have negative consequences for her. The sister wife star, who legally divorced Kody in September 2014, may find it easier to accept the 2 acres he offered her. Meri Brown's Cancun getaway proves that she no longer needs the Brown family. Sister Wives Season 19 star Meri Brown was all on her own when she left her polygamous husband, but she has built an impressive social network. When the 53-year-old mother of 1 walked away from her 32-year marriage in 2022, many believed she'd wilt. She never wanted a divorce, and she fought hard to make the marriage work. She stayed with Kody Brown long after he stopped wanting to be with her. When the marriage finally ended, I was worried that Meri would be alone and devastated. I am happy to report that I was wrong. Though Meri was Kody's first wife, she often seemed like she was on an island all alone. While Kody ultimately had 18 children in total, Meri only had one child. While her sister wives' co-stars were often surrounded by their many children, Meri always seemed more solitary. After her child had grown up and moved away, Meri spent most of her time with Kody and his family with his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. When the marriage ended, Meri was cut off from the family completely. I was worried that she'd be lonely, but Meri seems happier than ever. Meri was all on her own for a while. She found herself on the wrong side of the family divide. Meri wasn't the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage. That dubious honor belongs to 52-year-old Christine Brown. Christine was Kody's third wife, and they had 6 children together. Though she grew up in a polygamous family, she didn't take well to living the lifestyle of herself. She was the most jealous of Kody's wives and hated sharing him with other women. She especially hated sharing Kody with Robyn, whom many assumed he preferred. After Christine left, 55-year-old Janelle Brown followed her out the door. Meri was the first wife in and the last to leave. Despite being long neglected by Kody, Meri never faltered in her support of him. Even after Kody told Meri he was no longer attracted to her, Meri continued to hold out hope. She was deeply committed to the religious principle of plural marriage. She was even the one who introduced Kody to Robyn and encouraged him to court her. Bringing Robyn into the marriage was something that Christine and Janelle could never forgive Meri for. Meri was the only one to welcome Robyn and stayed close to her, even after being rejected by Kody. After Christine and Janelle left Kody, the family was tacitly split into 2 warring factions. On one side were Christine and Janelle, and on the other were Kody, Robyn, and Meri. The divide separated Meri from Christine and Janelle and all of their children. Once Meri decided to leave Kody, she was no longer in communication with Janelle and Christine, so she found herself on her own. She stopped seeing any of the Browns, and with her only child living far away, Meri had to lean heavily on her friends. Meri has leaned on her friends. She built her own social network. When Kody and Meri finally said goodbye during Sister Wives Season 6, they parted on good terms. There was so much water under the bridge, and so many disappointments. That meant there was very little left to say. After fighting so hard to save her marriage, Meri had finally accepted reality. Kody helped Meri move away from Arizona, where the family was residing as the family dissolved. Christine had already moved to Utah with her new husband, and Janelle headed for North Carolina. Divided from the rest of her family, Meri had to lean on her friends, especially her friend, Jen Sullivan. With the marriage to Kody over, Meri had no reason to stay in Nevada. Unlike her other sister wives, Meri doesn't have many children surrounding her. I assumed she'd be on her own. Separated from the rest of her family, Meri had to lean on her friends, especially her friend, Jen Sullivan. Since the pandemic, Meri and Jen have filmed Fridays with friends to post on social media. Meri and Jen have continued to post to Instagram, posting together as recently as a few days ago. Meri's Cancun vacation was lit. She posted a must-watch video. Though family is important, sometimes it's the family we choose that makes the biggest difference. Over time, Meri invested in her friendships. She even spent her first few holidays as a single woman surrounded by her loving social group. These days, Meri boasts a great group of loyal friends. Meri posted a clip of her having a great time on vacation in Cancun. The must-watch video includes Meri and her friends rehearsing and performing a synchronized dance routine to the hit song Baby Shark. Meri's caption reads, "Sunshine, friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway." Her trip definitely looked fun. Instead of having to worry about Kody, his 4 wives, and his 18 children, Meri can just focus on herself for once. Though I was worried about what would become of Meri after her divorce from Kody Brown, seeing her on her Cancun vacation made me rethink her situation. I thought she'd miss being part of a massive family, but perhaps the sister wives star feels somewhat relieved. Instead of having to worry about Kody, his 4 wives, and his 18 children, Meri can just focus on herself for once. Meri probably misses having fun with the Browns, but these days she's more likely to have fun with her friends. Her recent Instagram post is a big clue. Sister Wives stars Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown could be putting their differences behind them. All three women were married to the same polygamist husband for decades and have all left him in recent years. Though 52-year-old Christine and 55-year-old Janelle have grown closer than ever since leaving Kody Brown, 53-year-old Meri has been left out in the cold. She seems the most estranged from the rest of the Brown family. Her recent social media posts could be a sign that she's trying to reconnect with her former sister wives. Meri had been struggling in her marriage to Kody for many years, and she finally walked away from the marriage during Sister Wives Season 19. By the time the family fell apart, Kody had a total of 4 wives and 18 children. The once happy family started to unravel with Christine's exit in 2021. Meri was Kody's first wife and the third to divorce him, following Christine and Janelle out the door. The three women have a unique bond. They may not have separated on the best of terms, but Meri's recent social media post could be her attempt to make amends. The Brown family divide explained: 2 warring factions. Though Kody neglected Meri, the Sister Wives star never faltered in her support of him until the bitter end. Deeply committed to the religious principle of plural marriage, she was even the one who introduced Kody to his 4th wife, Robyn Brown, and encouraged him to court her. Even after Kody told her he was no longer attracted to her, Meri continued to hold out hope and stuck around long after Janelle and Christine had left the plural marriage. Meri was the only one to welcome Robyn and continued to be close to her, even after being rejected by Kody. After Christine and Janelle left Kody in 2021 and 2022, respectively, the family was clearly split into 2. On one side were Christine and Janelle, and on the other were Kody, Robyn, and Meri. The divide separated Meri from Christine and Janelle and all of their children. Once Meri decided to leave Kody, she was no longer in communication with Janelle and Christine, so she found herself on her own. She stopped seeing any of the Browns and, with her only child all grown up and living far away, Meri leaned heavily on her friends. Meri's recent heartfelt post about Garrison. A small but meaningful step. In March 2024, the Brown family lost one of their own. The passing of 25-year-old Garrison Brown shook the reality television world. Garrison was Kody's son with Janelle, and the father and son were deeply estranged when he passed. On the first anniversary of Garrison's tragic death, Meri posted a loving tribute on Instagram. She posted a great photo of Garrison with the caption, "1 year, forever loved. Always missed. Sweet Garrison." Meri may have been reaching out to her former sister wives. It's a small but meaningful step in salvaging relationships. Will Meri and Janelle reunite? They share a unique bond. During Sister Wives Season 19, Meri met with Christine a few times to discuss her separation from Kody. Christine encouraged Meri to leave, using her experience as an example of how much better life can be outside polygamy. Since leaving, Christine met and married David Woolley, and she seems happier than ever. For her part, Janelle has focused on career ventures and spends as much time with her children as possible. If Meri's post about Garrison was her attempt to reach out, it remains to be seen if Janelle will reach back. 5 times Kody said terrible things about Sister Wives star Meri. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has a lot to say about Meri Brown, who's thriving after leaving him. And it's all too clear that Kody never put Meri on a pedestal like he does with Robyn Brown. In fact, he often goes out of his way to diminish Meri. However, she's really blooming after exiting the loveless spiritual union. Maybe he needs to try and convince the world that Meri's a bad person because that makes Kody seem like less of a villain, or maybe his feelings are just complicated. Regardless, I believe that Kody goes too far when he criticizes the woman who graciously bowed out of her legal marriage with Kody for Robyn's sake. A lot of women might not have made that sacrifice. No one's forcing Kody to see the beauty in Meri, but it's there, and other people are noticing it. I'm not talking about outer beauty, although she's got it. I'm talking about character, personality, ambition, positive energy, all the traits that Meri has that make her special. Kody, so consumed with Robyn, was on a permanent fault-finding mission, always cutting Meri down to size. However, putting someone down is kind of a red flag. Someone who's truly secure is going to have better things to do. 5 wasn't nice, wasn't fun, wasn't kind. Kody said Meri isn't exactly a laugh riot. Kody is a human being and his feelings are valid, but the way he expresses them is often vulgar, crass, and rude. He doesn't seem to understand that insulting a bunch of former wives is going to rebound on him. making him look like a jerk. However, this is something that he should understand. For decades, Sister Wives fans have been roasting the man who fell passionately in love with one woman, Robyn. When Kody announced his split with Kody on Instagram, a critic got emotional, writing, "Inside the blonde patriarch with 4 wives, there beats the heart of a one-woman man. As far as I'm concerned, this is what brought the Brown family down." Kody just wanted Robyn, and for a while, he tried to continue his spiritual unions with the others. Unfortunately, that created so much turmoil in his soul. He wasn't being true to himself. When I think about that, I actually feel sorry for him. I have trouble pretending to feel a certain way when I don't. I rarely live that way. For years, Kody had to prop up relationships that he didn't want to be in. Of course, his subconscious was pushing him to get out of these arrangements because he loved someone else. So he'd constantly fumble or passive-aggressively push his other wives away. The universe wants Kody to be with Robyn. Sadly, a lot of people were hurt before he became a monogamous man. How did he pay Meri back for the years of trying? Well, in one memorable Sister Wives moment, he got way too real. Kody, seemingly in a snit about Meri's decision to attend church, of all things, summed her up with some blistering prose. Wasn't nice, wasn't fun, wasn't kind. For Kody also called Meri boring. His disses are so harsh then, adding insult to injury, he told all and sundry that Meri was boring. I mean, this was so over the top. It's so ungentlemanly that it's actually startling. His jaw-dropping quotes don't make me think less of Meri. However, they have often made me wonder if Kody's really a good person. I do see his side of things sometimes, but I don't hear his exes saying such damning and shocking things about him. While Janelle Brown swore at him once, and I felt her tantrum was wholly justified, I believe that the exes were just venting. The plural marriage was a nightmare because Robyn was Kody's queen. They had to let their feelings out somehow. It's not healthy to bottle up intense emotions. Doing so can make a person physically and mentally ill. Meanwhile, Kody actually had someone that he loved. So in light of that, I'm continually baffled by him. Why doesn't he just enjoy the relationship he has? Why didn't he dial down the verbal aggression while the Brown family was intact? He had the love that the others wanted and couldn't find. He was blessed with that, but seemed so mean-spirited, cranky, and bitter. True love is a gift denied to many, and when Kody puts down Meri and the other women, I feel like he's just pulling himself away from real happiness. Sometimes I wonder if he even knows how to be happy. I thought he might be happy when Janelle, Meri, and Christine left, but he seemed angrier than ever. That's what I find most confusing about Kody. My attitude is, you got what you wanted, and you're still complaining. However, there may be facets of his personality that I just don't understand. 3. It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person. Does all of this really need to be said aloud? The hits just kept coming when Kody emoted during an explosive Sister Wives Season 19 trailer. While divorces are rarely peaceful experiences, Kody went extremely low, telling Meri, "It's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person." The look on Meri's face said it all. She looked like a deer in the headlights. While she appeared to be dazed, she also appeared to be very, very sad. Kody had, once again, pierced Meri's admittedly weak emotional armor, really getting in. So to be fair, I've got to consider Kody's side of things. Yes, Meri cheated with a woman who pretended to be a man. It was a catfish and the drama was spectacular. No, Meri didn't sleep with the love imposter, but she wanted to. Now at the time, she thought the scammer was male. When Meri found out the truth, her ardor for the fake naturally cooled. However, so did Kody's ardor for Meri. In his eyes, Meri's a cheater who got busted. Sure, the experience was awful for Meri as she was tricked and all of that became public, but that doesn't change the fact that he apparently thinks she should wear a scarlet letter. Kody just shut down after that. Yes, he'd sometimes make a show of trying, but really, after Meri got catfished, it was game over. It was just a matter of time before the relationship ended for good. Kody emotionally exited then, so really, I consider that the flashpoint, the pivotal event that doomed the duo. However, I think it's a good thing. Until Meri got out of that mess, she could never really achieve her potential. She would always be stuck in a dynamic where she was constantly diminished. After Robyn entered the fray, there wasn't much left between Meri and Kody. It was time to tap out of that relationship, and in his defense, she should have done so long before she did, religious training or not. I don't believe God wants men and women to suffer in relationships. Sometimes breaking up is the right thing to do. 2. I'm very good with her moving on. Okay, Kody. Yes, Kody cried on screen when Meri left him, and she looked perplexed by his sobbing, as she called it, believing that Kody engineered the end of their relationship. She basically stared at him in wonder while he wiped away tears. Usually, it's Sob and Robyn who opens the floodgates, but this time it was so different. Kody was breaking down emotionally in front of the whole world. Whether he was exaggerating his feelings to give viewers a little taste of his sensitivity is really anyone's guess, but maybe he was sincere. Sometimes, Kody plays the victim. It's unkind to say he's looking for sympathy, but who hasn't done that at one time or another? It happens. It's human. One clue that he does play to the peanut gallery is the fact that he said, during the same tear-soaked scenes, that he was very good with her moving on. This seems closer to the truth. His actions over the years alienated her, but she hung in there, and Kody may have resented that. His signals were very easy to understand, but she clung to her spiritual union. When she finally let go, it was cause for celebration. I knew she'd be happier without him, even if it took her a while to get to a better place. Probably, a lot of Sister Wives fans were happy when she bailed out. It was so hard to watch her try to connect with a man who just didn't want to make it work. 1. Kody can't be in love with Meri. He's lost that loving feeling. Above, Meri frolics in Cancun with gal pals, soaking up the sunshine. She did find that better place I talked about earlier. I'm even inside of her, she's at peace. Sure, Meri's a sensitive person who has her moments, but overall, she's showing more spirit and bravery than ever before. That's a sign that a person's willing to fight for their own happiness. It's been a while since Kody dropped another truth payload on screen, letting everyone know that that is such a brutal thing to say. He tried to soften the remark, adding that he will always love Meri, but really, he didn't seem to be in love with her at all. Hearing this stuff is like walking through a shadowy jungle filled with dangerous creatures. It's anxiety-inducing, scary, and dark. Meri needed to get out of that wilderness. A few times in my life, I've had what is my very favorite dream. I'm flying over a peaceful valley like Supergirl. When I look down from the sky, I can see my loved ones waiting for me in a valley. They wave at me. The valley is beautiful, so lush and green. Everything is okay. I am exhilarated by flight, but down on the ground, everything is safe, pleasant, ideal. I have the best of both worlds, excitement and emotional security. That dream is so rare, and I always want to have it again. Really, we're all looking for that valley. A haven where we can land, where people are waiting to comfort us and love us and stimulate us. With Kody, Meri could never get to that place. Now she can. It's not easy to find, but I know she can do it. In the realm of dreams, we can sometimes find peace, but I think Meri's enjoying that type of serenity out in the world, or even when she's alone. I am rooting for her. I hope Sister Wives Kody Brown finds peace too. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.